Jeffrey.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And I'm still here.
Yeah, this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. Episode number 92.
Oof.
And our second episode with special guest host, Jeffrey Brenneman.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Not at all.
Oh, no.
It's been a blast having you.
Yes.
Join us. Jim will be back next week for a full episode.
Woo!
But for the time being, it's the three of us, still a JFJ situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
It's an honor, you guys.
Well, real quickly, Jeff, what I want to do is I want to talk about the Paisley Stage Raspberry and Rhyme podcast just for a quick second. You let me guest host on that. It aired starting last Friday. I've shared it today, and it was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Really appreciate that, and I hope we can do it again real soon.
Yeah, so we had Ronnie Barnett and Roy McDonald of the Muffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were a talkative bunch.
Mm-hmm. They were indeed. Yeah.
Everything, Jerry, that they say, oh, well, Roy's kind of reserved and, we'll see what happens. Not this time.
Yeah, you put anybody around Ronnie, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I have something I want to do. And
I love Roy.
Oh, yeah. I want to say we're going to have right now somebody join us real quick.
What?
A special mail call.
You've got mail.
And I need a drum roll.
All right, see you guys later.
No.
He's probably out the door, Jeffrey. Hang on, fella. Jaime.
Obviously, I had to show up because I'm fearing for my job now. But Jeff, you did such a great job on that.
Thanks. It was an honor.
So much.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. And I know you have to run off and go earn those greenbacks. So you've got a mail call, though, don't you?
I've got massive mail call.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Let her rip.
I've been saving up a little bit. So, Frank, I don't know if you shared this one or not. I know you got a copy of this. This is the reissue of Neurotica.
There you go, Red Cross.
I now have two copies because I ordered from Merge, and then Frank said, "Oh, did you order the one from Amoeba, signed edition?" I was like, "What?" So
Had to have it.
Signed by Jeff and Steve. And I saw somebody online that I think they posted like in the Red Cross thing. Charlotte signed it also.
Whoa.
And she wrote like special limited edition 1 of 1 on that. So someone they've got Charlotte Caffey's signature on there as well.
Sweet.
I got a great mail call like a few weeks back. I don't think I did this one. This is Odd Numbers.
Odyssey.
On blue vinyl. Looks beautiful.
Sweet.
And he also threw in a 7-inch of Windmills single.
Oh.
And retrofitted for today. Odd Numbers.
Oh, very nice.
Most generous.
Yeah.
Just got this in the mail. This is a great package. This is from Yup Rock. Not their latest, but next to last, Dressy Bessie.
Oh,
okay.
You into them, Jeff, at all?
I didn't know much about them, but I did see them open for Red Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were amazing live. And then I went and found out that they were part of the
Nice,
L6 collective. Yeah.
Yeah, cool band. I think I've got nearly everything they put out.
Wow.
Very good.
Anyway, great package, colored vinyl, and there's a beautiful like fold out sort of poster lyric sheet. I love when they go like the extra mile.
Yes.
Stuff out like that. I mean, so many of them are so not great. I picked this up. I don't know if you guys have been to Target. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that's like half off.
Yes.
Everything's like 50%. Saw this new Jack White. Picked that up for like $12.
Wow.
Great.
So, but they had like the Go-Go's for $10 and like a bunch of other stuff. Just
I've never looked at vinyl when I went to Target. I always grab a popcorn.
It's going away. They're
Better-
going to repurpose that area, I guess.
Are they?
Better get
Are
in
they
there.
getting rid of it? I had a
There you go.
feeling that it's not really kind of going the way they thought. But
Right.
if they had a John Coltrane there, and if that had been half off, I would have picked that up, and a double, a 2 LP Gorillas that I would have picked up too. But
Wow.
waiting for those to go on sale.
Right. Now, a hot tip on that, Jim. A lot of people are saying even if it doesn't say it's on sale at the store, go hit it under the scan bar
And just see,
and it may be on sale. Yeah.
they just don't have it posted.
Right. So it's worth checking out if you got the time.
So they're gonna ditch vinyl completely. Is that it?
That's what I've read, but not from anybody from Target, just from, people that are speculating that what they've heard and what they've read also. So nothing's confirmed on Target's website.
They have put out some nice packages. I have.
Yes,
to
they
say.
have.
And then
That's so true.
I went to where did I pick these up? I don't recall, but I got a great deal on these.
Oh yeah.
By numbers, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
Mine
squeeze
too.
box. Yeah.
Yep.
And Jeff, I know you'll appreciate this one. Oh, I remember I got these at Glass House Records in Pomona.
Oh, down Pomona. Okay.
And I got to say, if you're down that way, great prices on stuff.
Great.
Absolutely, really great. And I actually, strangely, I just thought like I'm going to look for this record just to see if they have it, because it's a little of a bit of an oddball record. Not that the record's odd or the band's odd, but just it's not
No, it's just obscure. A little obscure. Yeah.
Oh.
Wednesday week.
Okay, cool.
What we had, and signed by all the members of the band on the back
Nice.
Wow.
Heavy. That's heavy.
to Lisa.
Okay.
Nice little messages to Lisa. So
Very good.
there it is. And then this is another one. Strangely,
What time do you have to go to work? My God.
I know I'm terrible.
This is a mail
I
call.
got just
Frank.
this is the last one, I promise.
Just kidding.
But one I never thought I would see. The Donnas on Super Team Records. This
Nice.
is like the original release before it came out on I think it was Lookout or something like that. But
Oh, wow.
I paid a little bit of a premium for this one, but I wouldn't have
Well, yeah.
expected it to be any
Yeah, worth it.
But,
Nice.
That's super cool.
so that's
Sure.
it. And I have to warn you. So next episode when I'm on, I've got some cool stuff on ice.
Uh-oh.
Fridge.
It's in the fridge. It's not in the igloo. It's going to be in the fridge.
It's going to be in the fridge when I'm back.
Yes. I
Oh,
can't wait.
Let's see, what are we at? Oh, I've still got 10 minutes. I'm just going to talk and talk.
Oh,
for 2
take your
minutes.
time.
Go,
So no, one question for Jeff before I go.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going to see the Shins this coming weekend. And I thought I would ask for a review. I know you didn't watch the band because you were too busy looking at your wife the whole
Yeah,
time.
man.
Well, yeah.
And just showering her with love and affection and
As it should be.
making all googly eyes and
Googly.
stuff.
Yeah.
From
Google.
what you can hear of the show, how was it?
They were actually amazing. So we went up to see them at the Mountain Winery in Saratoga, just outside of San Jose. That venue is absolutely gorgeous. Like if anybody's in that area, I totally recommend that venue. And when I was looking at bands that were coming, and they've got some pretty good bands coming, but the band was incredible, all dressed in white. James Mercer sounded great. So I don't want to spoil too much, but I think it's been definitely promoted that it's their 21st anniversary of their debut album, Oh Inverted World. So the first set is the entire album, including the quirky track that they do. They even play that out. The opening band comes and sings backing vocal.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, and they sound great. 3 women. I don't know if they're related. The band is called Joseph. 3 women. But they sound incredible. And then the second half, they do songs from the rest of
Just
their
the
album.
rest of the catalog.
But
Okay.
they were great. The guitar player is amazing. The drum. I mean, the whole band is incredible. It's not the
Well,
original.
you'd expect them to be, right? So-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Top notch. Definitely a show I totally recommend.
So yeah, I saw the picture you kind of posted with the venue kind of behind you.
Behind him, yeah.
And I was like, where in the heck is this? This
Yeah.
place
I thought that too.
outdoors, right?
Yeah.
And it just looked,
Beautiful amphitheater.
and
yeah.
it didn't look huge.
No, it wasn't that big. Every seat in that venue is amazing. And then behind us or what the band would see facing the stage is just the valley of the San Jose Valley, and it's incredible. Wow. Even the band stopped a couple times, and they're like, "This place is incredible." we were just looking out in amazement. But yeah, that venue is amazing. But the band was incredible. It's a great show. I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm taking kind of the whole family. We're going down to San Diego for the weekend to watch them.
Oh, nice,
beautiful.
Eat some seafood, hopefully. So
there you go.
Very nice.
Right.
Very nice.
Excellent. Well, that's all I've got for today, guys. So
all right. Well, that is a lot.
Off to
Jaime.
Off to go make those greenbacks, as you say.
That's right. That's right.
Have to the real world. Anyway, thanks, guys, and
nice
thanks
again,
Jeff.
Yep.
Nice seeing you guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Seeing you at the next episode.
Absolutely. Hey, don't work too hard out there. It's hot.
It's hot, man.
Yeah.
Terrible.
All right, Jim.
All right. See you guys.
All right,
Talk
bye,
to you later.
That was a cool surprise.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also want to say,
up. Man, he misses one show. He's stocking up.
And I know he's a little worried about his place. Is his place in the JFJ?
No.
Jeffrey knocking it out of the park like he is. So.
Well, pretty much. But if there's any J that's going to be eliminated by false accuracy, it'd be my J. Everybody else is so informed. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
The comedy genius of the group.
There it is.
Well,
all right.
I'm going to appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead with my mail call. And speaking of Target, I picked up Tom Petty's Greatest Hits. It's a 2 LP package, $12.98, guys.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
I've never looked at vinyl at Target, and I go there.
Translucent blue. I haven't opened it up yet,
gosh.
but you can pick it up online also. It's on sale online also.
I'm seriously going to Target when we're done recording.
Okay. And I'm going to let the cat out of the bag a little bit about episode number 93. I'm going to have a song from this band on this album that I just picked up. It's Maple Mars.
Oh.
Someone's Got to Listen. It's from our friend Jerry Rick Ramatica. I don't know if you remember him. We played his tune sometime last year. He had a solo album out.
It's so very familiar.
We clowned him about a big old
UPC code or whatever they call
UPC code. It was like that big on his solo album, and Ronnie Barnett, and we all kind of clowned him about it.
I kind of remember that now. Yeah.
But this is their 4th or 5th release. That could be more. They've been around for quite a while. And it's some super cool music by Maple Mars. And they will be my pick next episode, number 93.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right, Jeff, what do you have? Oh, you're talking about extras. It comes from Big Stir Records, right? The Maple Mars. And Rex and Christina, who I guess run Big Stir Records, sent me a nice little note thanking me for their support of the album. So I like that kind of stuff. You get a handwritten note from the record company itself. Pretty cool. Yep. So anyways, go ahead, Jeff, the floor is yours.
So my recent purchases have been CDs. I think I was telling you guys earlier that we're redoing our floor. So I'm moving all this vinyl out of the room. So I'm trying to avoid purchasing more vinyl. So I've been purchasing CDs.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. You and Frank. Right. Yeah.
So on my birthday last week, my wife and I were in a bar, and a band comes on, and my wife's like, "Oh, this is Led Zeppelin, isn't it?" I'm like, "No, it's not Led Zeppelin. Greta Van Fleet."
I like them.
Jerry likes them a lot.
I do.
I went and ordered their EP and their 2 full-length albums, and I've heard you guys mention a little bit on it, so I was kind of curious what you guys thought. So, Jerry, you're okay.
I liked them from the get-go, but then I think when they first started, it was an EP.
Yeah.
When they first broke, and I loved it from the get-go, but then that's it. That's the one. Mm-hmm. I had the iTunes, and I liked them from the get-go, but then all the Zepp comparisons came in, etc. And it's, in fact, I watched them on YouTube a lot. They just have it going on.
I think so.
Yeah.
My thing, the EP was too Led Zeppelin-ish, and it wasn't so much even the copying of Led Zeppelin. It was the denying of even knowing who Led Zeppelin was that bothered me.
They're so young, Frank. They probably don't.
Come on.
I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
But I will say their newest album sounds nothing like Led Zeppelin.
Have not done that one yet. Okay.
The singer is really trying to branch out. It's some strange music compared to the first album, but I like it better because it's more original. I will say, Jeff, you want that vibe, you want that 70s vibe. I challenge both of you to go check out Dirty Honey. They are an LA-based band. They opened up for Kiss
Wolfgang?
in Europe.
Or Kiss.
Yeah, and they've opened up for Wolfgang here.
That's right.
But they are like very Led Zeppelin-esque without being Led Zeppelin-esque. They're just 70s rock. Give them a try.
Yeah.
All right.
2 more quick things.
Yep.
So I just got this yesterday. I haven't listened to it yet. The Linda. This just came out on the 15th. So 4 very young women with a power punk type sound. So I'm looking forward to listening to this. I don't know how it is yet. I started to play the first track, and that was it. And the last thing is non-music related. And thank you both. I got this in the mail.
Very good.
Back, so.
That's right.
Cheers to you guys.
Well, we wanted to say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you both. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. I'm glad that showed up in time and in one piece.
Very, very cool. Made my day.
Great. That's great.
All right. Well, moving forward, I know Jerry's got some new music for us, and
yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Frank and Jeffrey. The artist name is Silent Kings from New Hampton, New York. Name of the album is the same, Silent Kings, released May 14th. The song Frank is gonna spin is Keep Rollin'. And it's by John and Eric Lundemo. They're brothers. They're the whole package. Produced by John and Eric at the Sword Forge. John of the group makes custom swords. Yeah, we're going to get more into that.
Wow.
The Silent Kings are a pile of heavy rock songs, all written and performed by the fabulous Lundemo brothers in their own studio in the Odin Blades Sword Shop. Crank it up, and they will blow your minds away, and maybe your speakers, but you can get new ones. Yeah, I guess they make custom swords, John, and it is what it is. Bandcamp Silent Kings. Web, you have to go to the Longship Armory, and Facebook is the Longship Armory LLC, and it's all sword stuff. But I mean, that's their contact. But just go to Bandcamp and Silent Kings. Yes, and and then James, the president of the Longship, is the one that replied to us, and that's James at longshiparmory.com. So thank you, James, for getting back to us. And then he contacted the brothers. But anyway, Silent Kings from New York, and the tune Frank's going to spin is Keep Rollin'.
with the jams of loud in my head in the clouds. They crank the windows down as I blow through town. Yeah. I sparked another cigarette. It's thinking deep and long. Got 4 barrels pumping gasoline to my heart. Baby, I'm long gone. I know that I was born under a rock, raised in a gypsy caravan. Working hard, saving enough for you. Well, that's a hell of a plan. I really start to feel with every turn of the wheel. I push the pedal down, and you're turning around. No, turning around. No, I'm rolling further every day, rolling away. Just nothing looks as good as your backside, rolling away.
All right, there's Silent Kings with Keep On Rolling. Very raw. I like that. Kind of had a almost a Lemmy sound to it. You know,
To me, it was
I
like a Lemmy Joe Cocker.
loved it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts,
Very-
Jeff?
Very raw.
I liked it quite a bit. At first, when he started singing, I was like, nope. They need a singer. But you know what? By the end, I was totally sold. There's this band that I like called Thin White Rope, and that singer has that kind of voice. And yeah, it definitely grew on me by the end of the song. And it sounds like a bunch of guys that make swords during the day, and at night they just
Rock and
plug in
roll.
and jam. Yeah, a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I hear it. Yeah, that sounds like that's a good loud sound for the Foundry.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Cool.
They can practice and not upset anybody with the noise.
Definitely have to-
Yeah, that's Silent Kings, John and Eric Lundemo from New Hampton, New York. Yeah,
Beautiful.
keep rolling. Yeah,
All right.
very raw.
Well, check out Silent Kings.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. All right. Last episode, we had a Name That riff, and it went something like this. And Jeff, you go right ahead. You're already dancing it. Let Jerry know what that was.
No, I thought we already did that one.
That was last episode's. Yes,
So the Bengals walk down the street.
that's right. That was the last episode.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I am no good at. Yeah.
So
Well,
I
let's-
think we got a new riff for today. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we do. And it goes something like this. Okay. Might be familiar to you. I hear crickets. I don't know.
No, those are in between my ears right now.
I got some wheels turning.
You got some wheels
Same here,
turning?
but yeah.
Nothing finite for sure. I mean, I'm not pinned down on anything. but-
Okay, let's try it one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a rocker to me. I'm not sure. But if you know what
Yes.
that riff is, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Email us any way you can. And we'll see what happens. And we'll find out on episode 93 exactly what that riff was. All
Can't
right.
wait.
Yeah, that's familiar. Yeah.
It's familiar, huh?
It
I'm
is.
probably going to be wrong, but I can't wait to find out for sure.
Also, last episode, it was Jeffrey's pick for the classic album. And take it away, Jeffrey.
Yes, so I wanted to bring in one of my top 3 favorite bands of all time, ELO. At first, I was thinking of doing Out of the Blue. I think that's the album that they're most known for. But on May 31st, 1979, the band released this album, Discovery. In my mind, this is where the band became more of the Jeff Lynne project than really a band. So it's still some of the original members of the band. We talked a little bit about it last time. Bevan on drums, who was the original drummer.
Right.
Richard Tandy on keyboards and synthesizer. Jeff Lynne and Kelly Gruquette on bass. But it became more of, to me, sounding like a Jeff Lynne project rather than a band. You hear a lot less of the orchestration than you hear like some of the earlier stuff that made them the orchestra, with the cello and the violin and stuff.
Right.
This actually dips into a little bit of disco territory, I would say. With some
Yes, it does, especially one tune. I'm like, that is disco. I love that.
Yeah, there's a couple on it. So when, as a young man, when this came out and the hit song "Don't Bring Me Down" was on the radio, I ran out and I got it and I loved it. A couple of years later, as I started to get more into rock, I was like, oh, this album is a little bit too disco-y. But within the last decade, I've really, really come to love this album quite a bit. And I thought it was time that ELO made its debut appearance on the JFJ Conspiracy. So
yes,
I'm really curious what you guys thought of this album here.
Go ahead, Jerry. You first. What were your thoughts?
Again, I don't think I had it at the time. And when I read the date of the release, Jeffrey, I had just turned 16.
Wow.
So this is going back. Again, I liked it. It's probably been a while since I've gone through this. But like you said, it was more Jeff Lynne. It was a lot less than when they first broke. What was their first album? What, Telephone Line or something like that? Or I don't know, whatever.
Probably one of their early hits. Yeah.
Yeah, early. But I like this re-listen, Jeffrey. And what got me most, Frank and Jeffrey, is that we had never put this on the show.
No ELO before.
And great job, Jeffrey. But no, I like this. I like this a lot.
Oh,
and
cool.
like you said, probably when I'm 16, it's all about the rock and roll. I'm probably not gonna, but now that's, you get older years, you get wiser, presumably, waiting for that. I liked it. I liked it a lot all the way through. Yep.
Yeah. If I bought this album in 1979, it would have been because of the radio hit "Don't Bring Me Down."
Yeah.
And then I would have been disappointed because the rest of the album doesn't really sound like "Don't Bring Me Down."
Like that. That's their hit.
Yeah. And that's a driving song.
It is. Yeah.
Again, it's still relevant today.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it on car commercials and different things, and it's got a great sound to it. The rest of the album, I wouldn't have appreciated it as a 16, 17-year-old kid because I was in the Saxon, agree. Iron Maiden, all those type bands at the time, Judas Priest and that other little Kiss, but that I can appreciate this album today. I got on the treadmill right after you had said it was going to be your pick. That night I'm on there. I listened to the whole thing. I'm like, really not a bad song on there.
Nope.
I end up listening to it 2 or 3 times, which is something I don't normally do with the classic picks because I've heard most of them before. So this was kind of cool because it was new, fresh music. So
well done, Jeffrey.
Good pick. Yeah, you brought something a little different flavor to the show, and that
appreciate that. That was nice.
That was
still a classic rock album.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yep.
With that being said, Jeff, today, what is your favorite tune on that album? And fire up the Notatron and the Jerrytron.
Jerrytron. Okay, let me open up the app. Yep.
Okay.
So I got the Post-it-tron.
Okay.
So I like you guys have mentioned, for me, I love every single song on this track for different reasons and depending on what vibe I'm in. But I feel like ELO was a band that kind of carried on what the Beatles started, especially like with the psychedelic period. Mm-hmm. And there's one song in particular where I think they did it very well on this album, and it's called "The Diary of Horace Wimp." And it's
cross modulation again, folks.
So it definitely has, to me, like a magical mystery tour kind of era Beatles vibe to it, and I think it's an absolutely fantastic track. At this point in time, my favorite.
Okay, now for me, this was a crap shoot because, like I said, I couldn't have picked your song if I wanted to because everyone reminded me, oh, Jeff would like this, Jeff would like that. But I went with Need Her Love.
I love that song.
Yeah, well, you were all lovey-dovey in the weekend and everything, so I thought, I'll go with that one. So.
I ran that through the processor too, Frank.
Right?
I ran it through. Didn't act on it, but I ran it through. Yep. He was lovey-dovey last week. Wasn't
Oh,
he
he
all
was.
lovey-dovey? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What did you pick for Jeff, Jerry?
I love that song too. So that's the opening track. Yeah.
Yes, opening track. And as soon as I heard it, I go, "Oh yeah, Jeffrey."
I wrote
But
that
like you
down.
said, Frank, total crapshoot.
Yep.
This is good. Yeah, every tune on there, there's no duds. So.
Right. And I think, Jeff, what we're going to do right now is we're going to probably make Jerry's day, because my favorite track was The Diary of Horace Wimp. And for the very reason you said, it is very Beatlesque in its sound. So looking at both of your, I hate to say it, you both got like shit-eating grins right now.
You're damn right. I need a toothpick. I ate so much.
Go ahead, Jerry. What? Yeah, just let it out. What'd you pick for me? Yeah, that's an easy one. Jeffrey. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
And this is something that does not happen very often. Yeah, though he's doing a fist bump. Yeah, normally my picks are, because most of the songs that I like are very, very riff driven, guitar driven. But this had that Beatlesque, like you said, structure to it, and I really enjoyed that. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Great. We picked the right songs for the wrong people.
There you go.
I love it.
Jerry, what song did you pick?
Oh, without a doubt, Don't Bring Me Down. Just since I first heard it.
Yeah. I tried to stay away from that song because it was the obvious choice, but I went with Midnight Blue for you, Jerry.
That's a good one too.
Yep.
That's a good one too.
Jeff, what did you pick for Jerry?
I was hoping for a clean sweep.
You can't go wrong.
No, that would have been something.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
We picked. Yeah, I love it.
Look at that. That's great.
That is.
All right. Too funny. All right.
Fantastic.
So that's ELO. Yeah. Discovery. And the next pick will be mine. I have something. I'll make sure Jim gets a hold of it. I don't think Jerry has heard yet, and I'm 99.9% sure you haven't heard it, Jeff, but you never know. It's a little newer, 90, 91, somewhere around that era. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh.
But right now, I want to talk about a band called Fidel A Go Go. And the song I'm going to play for you is called Bottle Rocket. Now, these guys, it's just strange how it works out. Last episode, Jerry had a band from Australia, and these guys are from Australia. They're from Brisbane. How do you say it? Brisbane? Brisbane. Yeah. Yeah. If I can't murder their names, I'll murder their city, you know.
That's right.
So anyways, they're a three-piece band originating from Brisbane. They're formed in 2019. It's Duncan on guitars and vocals, Nigel on guitar, and Toby on drums. And if you listen to that, you realize there's not a bass player. And
Doors did all right.
what they did was they kind of made a guitar. I think it was Duncan. He made a guitar, a Les Paul copy, and he tuned it down to C. And he started playing. He had all kinds of crazy riffs coming out. And then from there, they went out and they had a bass player, but things just didn't work out. And so they said, well, no problem. So they got, a stomp box that has an octaver on it. And there you go. They found out it sounded so good, they really didn't need a bass player. And you'll hear it in this song. They really don't. They're really, really good.
Awesome.
Yeah. They're influenced by grunge rock, prog, stoner rock, classic rock. They've just got a big collection of stuff they like. And what I like about them, again, we talk about that riff rock, and it's the kind of music I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. Again, they're from Brisbane, Australia. The name is Fidel A Go Go, and the song is Bottle Rocket. It's off of the album Mod Cons, and it goes like this.
Working hard 9 to 5, trying to get my school job. Wife
Well, there is Fidel A Go Go with Bottle Rocket. Jeffrey, what do you think?
Loved it. There's a lot of very interesting things in there. The arrangement's fantastic. I love when they break down that part and they do that little clean riffs part.
Mhm.
And towards the end of the song, they have this great little fill that's in there. I love that part. So there's some very well done arrangement, and the production sounds clear and spot
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Very good. Loved it.
All right. And I want to say real quick for Jerry, they basically said this song is an anthem about being frustrated by the status quo, but feeling like you don't have any agency to do anything about it. And sometimes you just got to let loose and damn the consequences. Right? So there you go.
Words to live by.
Yeah. They also told me that, they wrote that they're playing a baritone guitar with now it's a Boss OC5 octaver, shooting it through a bass amp. So you get get the low end.
Cool.
Eliminating 1/4 of a paycheck to a bass player.
Right.
All right. What were your thoughts on that, Jerry?
I agree 100%. I like it. Very smooth, very well done. And again, certain parts of it, it's like, you know what, they're right. You really don't need a bass player, which is hard to say.
Yeah,
We're on a rock and roll podcast.
Well,
but
and we're making no underlying statements about our bass player co-host either. Let's make sure.
Well, no, that doesn't even count. That doesn't even count.
Okay.
Ignore that, Jaime. Ignore that. Ignore it.
Jim.
Yeah, absolutely. But very well done. Very clear. Very well recorded. I liked it. And again, doesn't really sound like you need a bass player, which is hard to say in a rock and roll podcast. You got to have a bass and drums. Well, at the very least. So
as with all our acts, I'll put their links on there they've got Facebook, they've got their own website.
Fidel A Go Go. I love it.
A couple other places that you can check them out, and some good music out there. But check out the album Modcons. The whole album is really good.
That's very good.
All right. Well, I said I was going to pick the classic album for the next episode. It's my choice, and we'll see what you guys think. And I don't know if you recall back in the 90s when Vince Neil was either fired or walked away from Motley Crue. He was replaced by a singer by the name of John Corabi. And John Corabi just put out an album by his band, The Scream. And as soon as this album came out, the opportunity to join Motley Crue came up. And so he left this and went to Motley Crue. I'm not saying hindsight's 2020 or anything, but these guys could have been something. And I want you guys to check out the album, The Scream. And I think there's even a saxophone solo on one of these songs for you, Jerry.
All right.
Yeah. Real good album. You won't be disappointed when you listen to it. Classic hard rock music. But that's my pick for the next episode, number 93.
Looking forward to hearing more about that.
All right. Okay. Finally tonight, we have Jeff's pick. And I know you sent me everything. I hope I have the right song. So let's go ahead and take it away, Jeff.
Let's hope so. So this is a band that has been around since 1985, and this album is their 9th album, actually, but they're an unsigned band at this point, so it's released on Bandcamp. The band is called the Connells. Similarly to Van Halen, there's a couple members in the band with the last name Connell, the bass player and the guitar player who doesn't sing. So they have those two brothers with the last name McConnell. The band is on this album that the song is coming off of it. The album's called Stedman's Wake, released on their own label. So they're Black Park Records. They put out the album themselves, which was their original label. They actually had a pretty big European hit in the late 90s, I want to say, with an acoustic song called 74, 75 that like totally blew up in Europe. Didn't really get them anywhere here. But on this new album, original singer Doug McMillan is in the band still, Mike Connell on guitar, David Connell on bass, and then a keyboard player that they picked up like on their third or fourth album. Steve Potak is on here. And then two newer members, Mike Ayers on guitar and Rob Ladd on drums, although they've been playing with the band for a decade. So it's been 2 decades since their last album. 3 of the songs on this album were actually on their previous album, Old School Dropouts, but they re-recorded 3. And then there's a bunch of new songs on here. So this was released September 24th of last year, 2021. Kind of a college music vibe, 80s college music vibe. And the song that we're going to hear now is called Universal Glue. And it sounds to me most like the band sounded in the 80s. There's some different things that they do on this album, but this one, it definitely gives a good idea of where this band is and what they do. So again, the band's called the Connells, the album's called Stedman's Wake, and the song is called Universal Glue.
And there must be enough to prepare this table. So why am I doing rings around the room? And a howl from the fields is enough to tell me that I'd be wise not leaving here too soon. I can't believe that you won't ask me, am I able? I can't believe that you'd receive me like I'm Cain. And it's not nice to find the problems with this fable. It was 75, was no later, that I divined the universal glue. You hold me in place, keep it all together. But now I'm stuck around with nothing much to do. I can't believe that you won't ask me, am I able? I can't believe that you'd receive me like I'm Cain. And it's not mine to find the problems with this fable. And if I dare to wander in your garden, I won't be there for long. I know you think I'd better beg your pardon. I won't go there at all. And there must be enough to prepare this table. So why am I doing rings around the room? I can't believe that you won't ask me, am I able? I can't believe that you'd receive me like I'm Cain. And it's not nice to find the problems with this fable. I can't believe that you won't ask me, am I able? I can't believe that you'd receive me like I'm Cain. And it's not nice to find the problems with this fable.
So there's the Connells with Universal Glue. And you correct me if I'm wrong, Jeffrey, because I could with that particular song, I could see them maybe playing a bill with the Long Riders, right?
Oh,
Would that be a good double bill?
Oh, that would be great. I would
Yeah.
love to hear that. So the band primarily, they're from Raleigh, North Carolina. I didn't mention that. So they primarily only play on the East Coast. They don't
Okay.
come here very often. They did manage to get it out here a few times when their song broke in Europe, and they had some label support. And I did manage to get to see them in San Diego and LA a few times. But
great.
Well done.
You won't see that these days.
No.
East Coast shows up and down the coast.
Yeah. Oh, I really love the guitar work on that. You had a little bit of grittiness going on there, and then you had a nice clean picking it. Wow. Beautiful production. Beautiful.
Very melodic. Yep.
What is it? What else you have to say about that, Jerry?
Yeah, very melodic. I like what the guitar's doing in the background. Wonderful vocals. Wonderful.
Great
backing.
clean.
Very clean. And again, while the vocals are occurring, the melodic guitar in the background and that riff too. Yeah, well done.
Great.
The Connells.
Connells. Yeah. Good deal.
Wonderful, Jeffrey. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I think are there. You said you can find them on Bandcamp, right?
Yep. So
they're all over.
Connells.
Yeah, it's all on Bandcamp. Yeah.
Yep. The Connells.bandcamp.com. They're on Facebook. They have their own website too.
Okay.
I think it's theconnells.com. And like I said, this is their 9th album. So they have merch, there's shirts.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. So I believe everything was recently released on iTunes as well. So
There we go.
Excellent.
That's my route. Yep.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up episode number 92.
2.
Wow.
92.
Man.
Nice.
Once again, Jeffrey, very special thank you to you because
thank you, sir.
We had just taken a little sabbatical and wanted to come back with a vengeance, and you helped us do that. And filling in for Jim is no easy task because he is always bringing some different music to the table, and you fit just right. Helped out so much. Greatly
Thank you very
appreciate
much,
that.
Jeffrey. Appreciate it.
It was an honor. Thank you guys so much.
Honor for us. Yeah.
And please stick around after the episode. I usually put some bloopers or something like that. Got something just for you, Jeff. That's going to be on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, anyways.
All right.
You got anything else for us, Jerry, before we go?
Yeah, folks out in Conspiracy Land, the music's out there. We got the Silent Kings, Fidel A Go Go, and the Connells. Bandcamp everywhere. Rock and roll is happening. It's still happening. Just keep rocking, folks, and thank you for listening and watching. Thank you.
All right. Jeff, how about you? Any parting words?
Well, it's the last time I get to say it. So if you made it this far, smash that like button, leave a comment, tell these guys we want Jim back. Yeah. Definitely hit that notification bell and
smash that like button. Yeah, boy.
Really an honor. Yeah. Jim, I need to see you back. So after you make all that money, come back.
There you go.
Thank you, Jeffrey, very much, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And with that, Jeff, why don't you take us on Homeward Bound?
The shop is closed.
Hello, Jeffrey. It's Peter Noon, and Frank Dragotto has said that I have an open invitation anytime to sit in with you on the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. I'm Peter Noon, I am, and I've been invited on the Frank Dragotto show. I can't wait. The JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. In Jim's absence, there I'll be. I've got an open invitation anytime I want to. Second verse, same as the first, all jumbled. Oh, Jeffrey, Jim, Frank and Jerry wanted to say thank you for stepping up and doing such an excellent job co-hosting the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. In Jim's absence, you've an open invitation anytime to sit in with Frank Ricardo said so. All the best to you, Jeffrey.